What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
In less than a month, the Polish film 365 Days had become one of the most watched movies on Netflix. Many quickly fell for the charms of Massimo and Laura. While the sequel, 365 Days This Day, has now been released, it still isn't enough for fans. Now, if you have already watched the sequel, let us tell you about some other movies you should also watch. Number 10, The Voyeurs. The Voyeurs might not be the same style as 365 Days, but in some ways, it can't be far away from the steamy Polish movie. The movie is about a young couple who start getting interested in their neighbors' lives. The woman, played by Sydney Sweeney, can't take her eyes off the neighbors, and ends up getting involved in every aspect of their lives by following their every move, and this makes her boyfriend concerned. She becomes somewhat obsessed, and even though the movie has only a few steamier scenes, it still might be something that fans of 365 Days will be excited to watch. Throughout the movie, there are a lot of twists and turns that make the story even more intriguing, and will keep viewers hooked until the very end. Number 9, Addicted. The 2014 drama thriller revolves around an art gallery CEO named Zoe, who is a wife and a mother of two, and seemingly has a perfect life. However, she decides to risk her perfect family and flourishing career when she begins an affair with Quentin, a talented painter. This harmless affair makes Zoe slowly lose control over her life as she is more focused on the affair than her life. Later in the movie, she is diagnosed with an addiction, but she refuses to believe it and instead goes down a path of risky behavior that leads to violence, affairs, and self-discovery. She later begins an affair with a second man as she struggles to tamp down her urges and stay faithful to her husband. The entire movie is filled with steamy scenes, just like in 365 Days, except Zoe doesn't have a year to fall in love with anybody.
Our love is forever.
Always has been.
Always will be.
Number 8, Newness. This movie shows the struggles of dealing with modern relationships and dating apps. It is focused on Martin and Gabriella, who meet on a dating app and immediately develop an attraction to each other. They decide to start a relationship, but after they both cheat on each other, they decide to take a different approach by having an open relationship. This idea quickly starts causing arguments between them, showing them in a few steamy scenes with each other and with other people. Besides these scenes, the movie also shows the emotional side of modern dating. The couple engages in an escalating series of jealousy-inducing games and the exploration of love in the age of Tinder. It might not be the same as 365 Days, but it will for sure intrigue you to watch it as it tries to bring a nicer conclusion than other movies. Number 7, Indiscretion. The 2016 movie Indiscretion follows the life of Veronica, who is a child psychiatrist and the wife of a politician. One weekend fling with a tortured young artist named Victor sounds harmless to her, but soon after she will discover that the fling has led to a dangerous obsession. She decides to go on a vacation with her family and leave Victor behind, but once she is there, she finds out that Victor has found her and her family's vacation spot, and doesn't plan on leaving her alone. This psychological thriller shows Victor as he develops an unhealthy obsession and plans to infiltrate every aspect of Veronica's life in an attempt to force their affair into something more. All while Veronica tries to keep the entire thing a secret from her family and tries to get rid of Victor once and for all. Number 6, Below Her Mouth. This Canadian drama tells the story of two women involved in a passionate affair. The story follows Jasmine, who is a fashion editor from Toronto and lives with her fiancé Ryle. Her relationship seems happy while also being unsatisfied at the same time. One night out, Jasmine meets Dallas, a charming woman, and the two quickly connect with obvious chemistry and soon begin a turbulent affair. The movie has been praised for the steaminess it brings to the screen, with a fast-moving and abrupt storyline. Fans of 365 Days will enjoy what it brings and the two characters' emotional journeys throughout the movie. It is one of the few movies similar to 365 Days that involve two women involved in a thrilling, intense relationship. Number 5, Love. This movie premiered at the 2015 Cannes Film Festival, and it's not for everyone. With darker themes, it's not the breezy watch that 365 Days is. Besides the graphic, steamy scenes, the movie is essentially a story of heartbreak and loss. It is a story about a film student, Murphy, and his girlfriend, Electra, navigating past and present love. Some even called this movie undeveloped, but the fans were quick to say that this movie is the director's finest work yet. The storyline is shown through a flashback style, and it provides a much more reminiscent approach to love. If you were watching 365 Days for its steamy scenes, then love will for sure more than you would hope. Number 4, Amar. Another foreign movie that you should watch is Amar. The Spanish movie is all about a complicated, intense relationship that lasts for 1 year, pretty similar to what we have seen with Massimo and Laura. Funny enough, the woman in this movie is also named Laura and a man named Carlos. The couple decides to love each other as if every day was their last together. The movie focuses greatly on the relationship between these two people, but it also has a great number of steamy scenes that audiences were thrilled by when it was first released in 2017. It also has the same European style that 365 has, dealing with the intensity of the sudden relationship. There are a few other similarities between the two movies, but we'll let you watch Amar and find them for yourself. Number 3, Through My Window. Another Spanish movie that fans of 365 Days will adore is Through My Window. It is a story about Raquel, a teenage girl who is obsessed with Aries, one of the 3 heirs to a huge company who lives in a mansion next to her house. Her obsession grows when she starts secretly watching him from her window, but has never actually spoken to him. When their lives become entangled, Raquel decides to go after what she wants, and she makes Aries fall in love with her. The movie shows the slow progression of their relationship. However, it doesn't shy from moments of steamy glances which evolve by the end of the second act into the kind of steamy scenes fans of 365 Days will enjoy. It might not be the best movie in the world, but it is fun and interesting with an intriguing storyline that will get you hooked. Number 2, After. If you haven't heard of After by now, you must be living under a rock. This movie series is a book adaptation of Anna Todd's After series. It has often been described as 50 Shades of Grey for teens. The story follows Tessa, an innocent college freshman who starts an unexpected love affair with bad boy Hardin. After being influenced by the mysterious Hardin, Tessa comes to question everything she knows about herself and her future choices. Filled with steamy scenes, After is a typical but fun exploration of hot young love. And don't worry, there are 3 sequels to this movie and a prequel planned for the franchise, so you'll have plenty of hours of After to watch.
I'm done playing this game.
Number 1, 50 Shades of Grey. Of course, we couldn't end this list without mentioning 50 Shades of Grey. Many people compare 365 Days to 50 Shades of Grey, and we wouldn't argue. Even though the storyline isn't the same, the number of steamy scenes might be close. The popular book series was transformed into a franchise, with Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan taking on the lead roles of a timid young woman and her billionaire love interest. Just like 365 Days, the series has received criticism for painting Jamie's controlling behavior as romantic. However, there is no denying that the movie struck a chord with fans who love watching Anna explore his desires. On a related note, we wanted to know, have you already watched any of these movies? Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.